Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be unboxing the Transformers Age of the Primes Voyager class Heatwave from Rescue Bots. Don't judge, don't judge me. If I want to unbox and play with a rescue bot with some extra articulation, why shouldn't I do just that? Basically, I like Heatwave. No, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, don't judge. Don't judge me. Don't judge. Anyway, with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging before uh, opening them up. So here we have a window display of the figure inside. Over here on this side, we have some nice box art of Heatwave as well as his fire truck mode. Up here in this corner, you get that whole thing: the number of steps, recommended age, more than meets the eye. Down here, you have Transformers logo, age of the primes, the name and title of the character and their faction, as well as the Hasbro logo. Over here on this side, not much going on. It's just a portion of the Age of the Primes, like poster art. It's a portion with Liege, Maximo, Megatronus, and Star Optimus Prime, or Star Convoy, if you prefer to use that. I prefer to use Star Convoy because that's what he's actually called. Transformer, yeah, there we go. Here's some. Yeah, it does indicate that it is in fact a Voyager class. Very nice. Over here on this side, you do get a close-up. You do get a close-up of the box art for the robot mode. Very nice. Then down here you get that. Top of the packaging, you just get the name of the character as well as the Takara Tomy logo. Simple but effective. Down here, this is what the bottom looks like. Not much to talk about here. And here is the back. You get a little bit more like words and things down here, but up here you don't get like there's not a whole lot. It's basically your CGI renders of the figure in both robot and vehicle mode, as well as the number of steps it takes to transform, as well as the name one more time on the logo right here. So with that, let's go ahead and get this open. Rather nice. There you go. It's a piece of tape there you can just easily cut. Close that up. And then let's open this up. Fascinating. Don't care about that. Here we have the instructions. Yep, they of course just flip out as per usual. Shouldn't need those. I mean, it's a rescue bot. Who needs? I mean, it's a rescue bot. It ain't gonna be that complex. But we do have the accessories separately packaged, so we can go ahead and get this open. We'll start with these pieces here. Each of these are only attached with one of these plastic tie things each. So you have a couple of his more iconic accessories, I guess. Here we have his Energon X and his, I don't know, I believe, you have that accessory. I do recall what it is, but you have to look at that. Look at the accessories. Very nice. And after that, we have his ladder. Just held on by two of those. And then here you have the ladder, which does seem to have. Oh, it also has like a separately fitted connection piece right there. And yes, like that, his ladder is removable. That's nice. And then after that, we can go ahead and open up the figure himself. So the legs are being held by two of these together. Each of the arms held by one, and I believe the torso is also held by two together. So let's not be too hasty. Let's move the cutting stuff out of the way. Here's a look at the backdrop. We can move that to the side. Move these plastic things out of the way for now. Move the box out of the way. And here he is. Here is a figure of Heatwave that can actually pose around. That's like actually like very fascinating. And here's how he looks from the back. It does have a little bit of extra like Ghibli stuff here, which I believe is used to hold the ladder. And so I guess you flip the red thing out and you plug it into there, and then this can just rest like that. Man, that kind of sticks out a bit further than I would like it to. Does it at least fold in more? Does this fold down? This folds down. Okay, I guess now in this, we can test out like joint tolerances, I guess. You have the head, which is actually like very nice and smooth, very okay, and it moves where I want it to. That's nice. I like that. Shoulders are crazy tight. Like you can see like how much the shoulder like this portion is like It's like flexing. Those are really tight. Those are like crazy tight. So those are super tight. Forward and back movement is a-okay. Forward and back movement on both of them is nice. But the in and out movement is extremely tight on both arms. Yeah. Oh, that click. Both biceps are okay. Or a-okay. Let's see. Elbows. Ooh. You have a little bit of that stooping. It's also like pretty tight. You have a little bit of the stooping, like ratcheting kind of motion in those, and it is pretty tight. Then the wrists. The wrists are good. The wrists rotate smoothly. Does have a waist joint, which is nice. Let's see. The waist joint. There is a waist joint, and it is a little bit looser than I would personally would like it to be. But it's like totally fine. It's a tad bit on the loose side, but it still holds its position. So it should be fine. So it's fine. The leg articulation. The leg tolerances forward and back. Good on this side. Ooh, a bit tighter on this side, but very nice and smooth on this end. A little bit tight, and it does have a weird indentation around here. Outward movement is great on outward movement, really nice. The thigh rotation does seem to be alright. As long as you don't have, I guess as long as you don't have them just straight down. Let's see. Knees are good. Ankle tilts are good. Ooh, you have a little bit of that. Ooh, you have a little bit of that up and downward. And that like the like yeah, like a bit of up and downward, and that's nice. And those work really nicely. He can definitely move his feet. The joint tolerances seem to be completely fine. Let's see how he can hold his weapons. Holds one weapon good. The other weapon also pretty good. This one is a little bit on the grippy side of things, but yeah, but let's see how. Let's see if it's just the hands or if it's like the accessories. This one's a little less grippy. Maybe it's just like, maybe it's the hand, maybe it's just the hands. But the accessories hold fine. So joint tolerances, aside from the shoulders, aside from the outward shoulder movement being significantly too tight in my opinion, which can easily be loosened up, through play and whatnot. But aside from, I feel like my big thing with the joint tolerances is like the outward movement being significantly tighter than I feel like it should be. And I would prefer this to be slightly on the tighter end, but this is fine. The waist joint is fine. Like, that's more of a nitpick kind of thing. That's so that's a okay. That's probably, but ain't that fancy. Ain't that fancy. And yeah, and also doesn't seem to be too terribly scuffed up anywhere. No, like nothing like too like bad. Nothing too bad in the. Okay. Okay, does have the little canister like kibble things in there. I think a long while ago. I think I might have heard about some copies not including those, but like shouldn't. I don't think it was like a widespread kind of thing, at least not to my knowledge. And also, this copy happens to still happens to have both. Still happens to have them both, so that's all right. I'll definitely mess around with this figure some more, and then I'll definitely do a review for this because I'm honestly like one I am like this is definitely one that I feel like I should talk about. Yeah, you should definitely expect a review of this figure in particular at some points. Maybe soon, maybe later, but definitely be expecting a review for this because this is one I feel like I have to talk about. Like, because of how much I've wanted to have something like this, like because how because of how much like because how much I have to talk about that. And I'll talk about more for my review, I guess, for this. But until then, I think that'll have to be it for this unboxing. For this particular unboxing. If you enjoyed this video, consider to like and subscribe and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be uh, posting again sooner or later.